Finally, Friday, we have a big weekend ahead of us. Like you said, a lot of events, Elise, but also it's a long 3-day weekend for a lot of people.
And it sounds like it'll be isolated and scattered storms, but to tell us more about that is Cedric, and he will fill you in on all the details and not be too worried about that rain.
That's right. Don't be too worried. I don't want you to cancel all those outdoor fun plans that you have out there, but I do want you to be aware we will have scattered showers and storms around across parts of the region. So let's talk about the weather conditions out there, starting off with right now, as you can see over downtown Chattanooga, we're looking at a fairly quiet start, and that's pretty much the same case across most of the Tennessee Valley this morning. Temperatures a little warmer than where they have been, especially yesterday morning where it was nice and comfortable. It was downright chilly in some spots over in the Blue Ridge, but right now we're sitting at 72 degrees, and notice that dew point starting to come up again. So we're starting to see more humidity in the air, and that's going to be a trend that will continue over the next 12 to 18 hours across the region. Here's a look at those numbers in your neighborhood. 66 in Athens, Dayton at 66, 66 in Altamont, 64 in Scottsboro, 63 currently in Murphy, and we've got temperatures here right around 70 or so in the Central Valley. 72 Chattanooga, 68 Cleveland, and 70 in Dalton and in Lafayette. Now, as we look at the current setup, again, here's the big change. We had the big blue H right on top of us yesterday at this time, but now it's made its way all the way across the northeastern half of the country. So our winds were out of the north and east, and now they're shifting to being out of the south and east, and that's going to help to pump up more humidity and moisture out of the Atlantic Ocean. And also, we have an area of low pressure down here towards the south. That's going to pull in deeper moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. So those two are going to combine to give us increasing chances of scattered showers and storms as we move throughout the weekend, starting with today, but today's chance is really not that high. We're talking a very isolated chance in most locations. So let me show you that a little bit closer here on Futurecast. We'll start in with the Tennessee Valley, and you can see this morning just some scattered clouds. Those clouds will continue to build up this afternoon with the daytime heating, so we'll call it partly cloudy skies in most areas as we go throughout today. Notice though around 5 o'clock or so we can see a couple of hit or miss isolated showers, primarily in the Blue Ridge off towards the eastern half of the area, and also along the Cumberland Plateau and areas to the west. But we'll watch that because one or two of these could try to sneak their way back into portions of the valley areas here as we go throughout the early evening hours, and that does include right up to about 7 o'clock or so. So don't be surprised if you see an isolated downpour. It probably will not last long, and it probably will not amount to much, but there will be that chance of a few hit or miss isolated showers this afternoon. Now let's talk about the weekend part of the forecast. As we get into your Saturday morning, 7 a.m., we could have some scattered showers and rumbles ongoing over the Blue Ridge, and what will happen is that wave of energy will shift from east to west. So as we go throughout the day Saturday, we'll have a chance of a couple of those downpours to make their way on through your neighborhood. Then it may fade out for a brief bit, but then in the evening hours, we may see another wave try to push through from west to east. So it kind of goes back and forth across the area, and that's going to be kind of like a windshield wiper, and that'll be the pattern that we're going to be in as we progress throughout the weekend. In fact, you can see what's happening here on Saturday. The big picture showing us we get those scattered storms coming in as that low pressure pulls that moisture off of the Gulf of Mexico. Same story going into your Sunday. We'll have that flow coming in from the south that'll pull in that moisture, giving us a decent shot of those scattered showers and storms. And even heading into Monday, a decent shot of those scattered showers and storms as that area of low pressure just kind of hangs out across the Gulf Coast there, although it will start to slide to the west as we get towards your Monday evening. So as we look at those rain chances day by day, notice again, it's going to be a wetter pattern heading into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and yes, even on your Monday, on your Labor Day. But notice we'll start to taper those chances down a little bit heading into next week, but they still will stick around. So as we look at the average of what the data is telling us in terms of how much rainfall we could see, this is from Friday night through about Monday night, and yeah, it's adding up on average to about an inch to maybe up to 2 inches of rainfall in spots across the area. So this could be a pretty decent soaker here. Now, don't pay specific attention to any particular number in any particular city, but you get the average, which is about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall across the region as we go throughout this time frame. So it could be a fairly decent soaking moving through. For the rest of today, again, we're looking at a quiet start this morning. Temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 later today. Heat indices in the mid-90s by late this afternoon. And yes, about a 20% chance of an isolated pop-up shower and storm. 84 degrees in Altamont, 86 in Murphy. We'll go with about 85 in Blue Ridge, 90 in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland, and 88 degrees is the forecasted high in Scottsboro. Tonight we'll drop down upper 60s to right around 70 with partly clear skies across the area, and tomorrow mid-80s, so cooler, but yeah, there will be that better chance of those scattered showers and storms moving across the region. Here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast, and again, high temperatures cooling down as we see increasing chances of those scattered showers and storms. Again, not a complete washout, But yes, definitely have the ponchos and umbrellas close by.
We don't want to hear that on holiday weekend. Just go back over there and come up with some good news.
You know, I do have some good news for you. I have some good news for you. Fall is only 20 days away.
Yay!
Now
all I got
that's
for you.
exciting.
Yeah, that's it.
Was it meteorological fall yesterday?
It was September, so the way we keep records, it starts on the first of those months there. So September the 1st is the meteorological fall start for us, and so we're officially in fall. But
All
for
right.
you guys, the 21st.
All right. We're counting down, aren't we?
We're getting there.
Yeah.
And